Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Are you sure? You know what?
Okay.
Because that's how he's going to get confidence.
All right. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Oyin Priyo Gugu. I live in Liverpool. I've been in the UK for quite a while now. I think it's going about 10 years now. So I came under the student visa, and from there I did my masters. And for masters I did something called startup visa, which they scrapped now, I believe. Then I moved on to the innovator visa. I believe the reason for this meeting is the new innovator founder route that just came out. Although when Oluwaseun asked me to come and speak, after that time they've not changed it, they've not brought up this visa. But I think this one is even better than the one that I did, like when I did it. Only because I'm saying that this one you can work, but it has to be a skilled work as well. In my own time, you couldn't work. Like the previous innovator visa, you couldn't work. You can only work on your business. So it was a bit tricky for me. But I'm almost done with my own. Like the 3 years is almost over. So hopefully I'll be able to sort my own self out, like applying for permanent stay. But let me just go deep into the innovator visa. So basically, like the requirements for an innovator visa, I don't know if any of you are interested, but it's like coming up with a business that is innovative. It has to be a new business. Like if you go on the gov.uk website and you just type in innovator founder gov.uk, you're going to see basically all the information you need to like see if you can apply, if you're eligible, if you meet the criteria, if your business meet the criteria and things like that. And it has links to what they call it, endorsing bodies, which I will explain what endorsing bodies mean later on. So moving on, like talking about innovator visa, like I said, your business has to be new and it has to be innovative. What this thing means, like in layman terms, is your business has to be something that is not already in the market. It doesn't mean that, for example, I will give what me I did. So me, when I wanted to do my startup visa initially, I said I wanted to do African. I want to sell African food, like raw food, things like that. But they said obviously, there are so many people selling African raw food. So how is that innovative? And after a while, back and forth, because it was my school that was trying to endorse me. On startup visa, your school can endorse you back then. I know they scrapped it now, but it's important for you to understand startup
Recording
visa.
in progress.
It's important to understand startup visa before you talk about innovator visa, because startup visa it's almost same thing as innovator. It's like the business still has to be innovative. It's just that with startup, your business, you don't have to like have done so much. You can just be a business idea you have, and they can like endorse you for a startup visa if it's still fresh, if the idea is brilliant, that kind of thing. So moving on, when the point I want to make is, after back and forth, I told them that okay, snails I want to do, and they were like, snails, okay, this one sounds different. And then I told them that in the Liverpool area, like there are African shops that sell snails, but it's not all the time, and it's really expensive. I think as I there it was three for £10. So that was what got me through the door, like saying that it's snails I want to do, saying that I have a snail farm in Nigeria, I'm going to be shipping snails and I'm going to be selling it cheaper, and I'm going to take that market, like the snail market in the Northwest. So all those things that I said, that was what they believed was the innovation in the business. So what I'm trying to say is you can do any type of business, like even if it's like, for example, sewing clothes. Obviously there are so many businesses that are sewing clothes, but you have to tell us why your own is different, why your own is unique, and why you think you can take a chunk of the market, even if someone else has been doing this type of business. You understand? So it doesn't mean that you have to think of something that nobody has done before, like a business that nobody has done before. It's just that inside the field that you want to go to, inside the field that you want to do this business, you have to think of something innovative that no one other person is doing. So I'll move forward now. After my startup visa was for 2 years. So I had to switch to innovator visa. So now my business, actually the snail business, the people that I was trying to get endorsement from didn't think that my snail business would meet the criteria for innovative because they felt it was a small business. So what I did then was I switched to my sister's business. I know now they've said you can only do it on a new business, but back then it wasn't like that strict. You can switch business if that business has been endorsed on a previous visa. So my sister's business was endorsed on startup visa as well. So me and her had startup visas, but on different business. So I just joined that business to be able to get innovator visa. Now my sister's business now, I'm going to tell you again what's the innovation. So I'm trying to give you guys ideas. So my sister, her company is called Twin by Tari Isaac. And when we're trying to get this innovator visa, again, we came to the point where they've asked us, okay, what's the innovation in this your business? Because my sister's business, I don't know, you can check it out on Google, Twin by Tari Isaac. It's a clothing brand. But the innovation about that business is the fact that she joined African fabrics with UK styles. So that was innovation. As at the time she was doing this business, that's what convinced them because she said she wants to join the two. That's why it was called Twin by Tari Isaac. Twin meaning joining, using Nigerian fabrics, basically African fabrics, to sew UK type clothes, like women UK type clothes. So that was the innovation, and that was what gave us that endorsement as at the time. So again, like I'm just trying to point out, like you can do different things in different fields. It's just that inside what you're doing, inside that business plan, when you're pitching, you need to explain why you think your business is innovative. First of all, before the whole being viable and if it can progress to international markets, the major thing is the innovation. Because viable and whether the business can go into international markets is all those ones is projections. Variables can the business survive? Those ones are things that you can tell them that okay, you save this money for it, you're willing to invest this money for it, and you believe that if you put this money into it, this business is going to be viable and it's going to grow. Things like that. So all those ones for me personally, I feel those are the easier parts. The hard part is trying to convince them that your business is innovative. That's the major part. Then before I finish, I'll just give you guys the endorsing body and how they do their thing in case anybody wants to use my own endorsing body at the time. So what me I used is an endorsing body called Innovator International. You can check them out on Google, and I think you can email them info at innovatorinternational.com. You can email them and they'll get back to you within a few days. So basically, if you want to contact them or any other endorsing body, you can go on the gov.uk website and click endorsing body /gov.uk, and you're going to see endorsing bodies, a brief info about them and the type of businesses that they can support. Now, it's important to note that there are some people that charge for this and there are some people that don't charge. It depends on how their business is set up. Like me now, Innovator International, even if I had to convince them that my business was innovative and all of that, I still have to pay them for that endorsement. So they charge £17,000, but it's spread out with the 3 years that you're going to be on that visa. So you pay initial deposit of 2,000. I don't know if that's changed now. This was like almost 2 years ago now.
Definitely.
I paid the initial deposit of like 2,000, I think, and then I was paying 500 plus VAT, which is 600 every month for the duration of your visa. Then after the 3 years, they are going to give me what I need to apply for the permanent. So they are going to give me what we call a second endorsement. So for you to get a permanent resident on innovator visa, it's 2 endorsements. The first one is what you used to apply to get the 3 years. After the 3 years, your endorsing body is supposed to give you a second one for growing your business. So what that means is they are going to check the criteria. I think there are about 7 criteria on the gov.uk website to get ILR, indefinite leave to remain, under this innovator visa. And again, I'm just going to use myself as an example. So me now, you need to meet 2 out of those 7 criteria on that list to get indefinite leave to remain. But if you don't meet indefinite leave to remain criteria, you can apply again for another 3 years. If you don't meet it, now there are 7 criteria as I said. Again, I've not checked if that has changed because this is a new visa rule, but it's almost same thing. But as at then, the two easiest things I thought I could use was applying for intellectual property and then investing 50K into your business. Those are the 2 easiest, in my opinion, to get, because the 17,000 you pay to Innovator International, for example, is going to be classified as investing in your business. And any money you spent in building that business, you can always write down the invoices. If you've done the website, if you've consulted people, how much they charged you. So I believe that over the 3 years, any money that you've put into that business, whether like it came out to be profit later on, it doesn't really matter. But any money you've put into your business account or any money you've put into the business, if you can gather your evidence, and I believe that after 3 years, it should be up to that 50,000, and then you apply for intellectual property rights. Now, that second criteria, I've talked about the finance, and I believe everyone understands the finance. So the second part, obviously there are other criteria, so like employing people and all that. You can check the 7 for the ILR. But the second part now, what Innovator International told me, because I mean, if you pay them, they'll help you to make sure that all your things are in place. So they advised for me and my sister to apply for design rights. So the criteria is just to apply. You don't even have to have the protection. It's just that you must have applied for protection of your designs, basically. So it's design rights, which fall under intellectual property rights, which when you're there, you can always Google it, how to apply for design rights in the UK and all of that. So with those 2, you're eligible to get that endorsement of growing your business, which you can use to apply for your permanent stay after the 3 years, which I believe is the main reason why many people are rushing into this Innovator founder, because it's just 3 years to permanent stay and 2 endorsements if you can get it. So I think that's all for my own story. So if anybody has any questions, I'll just take a few questions before I go.
So thank you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Fine, that's fine. So again, I want to say something that's very strong. The hard way sometimes is the easiest way. The soft way is the hardest way. But the hardest way is also the easiest way. So don't worry about trying to bring my undergraduate mathematics variation of that. End of story. So can we ask questions? Can we first of all appreciate him? I don't know if Amanda just started over. So please, let's ask our questions. Let's ask questions. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for your presentation. I just want to ask 2 questions. One is, you mentioned that you paid 70,000 pounds, 17, spread over the 3 years. Okay, I want to ask, because we watched the presentation before you came on. What happens to your 17,000 in case your application is not approved afterwards? Because the presentation we watched, the man mentioned that it's not a guarantee that you get your, what's it called, innovation visa, even if your endorsement body endorses you. The second question is that, what's the difference between the services? Do you know that the endorsing bodies that are paid, that you paid to give, and those that offer unpaid services? Is it like the level of services they provide are different, or what's the difference? Why do you have to pay if there is option of not paying? Thank you.
Okay, let me understand your second question. I understand the first one, but the second question, I just want to say something so I'll be able to understand. So are you asking what is the services Innovator International is providing for that 17,000?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes, and is there difference between the services they provide and between the services they provide and those ones that don't even charge at all?
Okay, I'm going to answer your first question first, then I'll answer the second one. So the first question, so what they do basically is, you pay, I think about 1,000 or 2,000, I'm not sure, but when I remember it, I think it's 1,000 you pay first for them to give you the endorsement. So it's only that 1,000 you pay. You only start paying those monthly money after, I think, 3 months after you've gotten your visa. So they give you some time to settle down, and they make sure you have the visa first before you start paying those monthly £500 plus VAT, which is £600. So that's what they do. So I don't know if that 1,000 you pay before the endorsement is refundable. I really don't know because I didn't experience that and I didn't ask. Then the second question, Innovator Visa, the Innovator International, they have other services. The 17,000 I'm telling you about is just for the endorsement. So if you want them to help you write your business plan, is another money you will pay. But even if they're helping you write your business plan, you still have, your idea has to still be original. It still has to come from you. You still have to convince them that it's innovative, it's viable, and it can grow. Do you understand? So me, I wrote my own business plan by myself because obviously I've written business plans before. I wrote for my startup visa, and like my sister has written for her startup visa as well. So it was about, we had experience writing business plans, so we didn't really need that service, and we felt it was too expensive. So I don't know if that answers the question. I think we only have 6 minutes more. I think the Zoom link will go. So if any other questions, let's be quick about it.
Thank you. One question for myself around like the fact that sometimes you have an idea and then you get the visa and you want to implement that business, but then you struggle getting the business off the ground. And maybe in the process of that 3-year visa, can you switch to another business idea that you've got? Is that something that they would allow?
Again, I think this is a question this is something that you can check the gov.uk website on the Innovator founder. If the only thing that can happen is, if your endorsing body withdraws your endorsement, you will have to get another endorsement. Like your visa will be cancelled if you don't get another endorsement. If you're struggling with your business, that's normal. It's not a criteria for them to cancel your visa. It's just that if you're struggling with your business, you need to communicate that to your whoever endorses you, and they'll see how they can help you. But it's not a criteria for them to stop your visa. Like, there's no guarantee. The visa is not that there's a guarantee that your business must progress. No, there's no. It's not about guarantee. It's just that you have this brilliant idea and you want to try it, and they're giving you the visa for you to try your business. It's not as if that your business must succeed. Your business must blow on the next Facebook or Twitter. It's not anything like that. It's just, okay, you have this idea and we think it can work, so come and try it. Basically, so a lot can happen. The only thing is, if your business is not progressing, me, I would advise is, it's not really about your business, it's about you want to get ILR. So you target how to meet two of those 7 requirements for ILR instead. I think you should focus on that. Because even when you get the visa now, it's 12 months. Every 12 months that you update, you get a conversation with whoever endorses you. You tell them your progress about your business. So it's not like hands-on, like they'll be on you, what are you doing about your business, what are you doing about your business. No, it's not anything like that. I don't know if that answers your question. One more question, please.
Yes, thank you very much for the presentation. I want to, just a quick one. About your snail farm, did you actually have a snail farm, or was it just a business idea?
About my snail farm. I mean, I tried it. I tried doing snail farm. It didn't really work out, but that was not the purpose. Anyway, the purpose was to like buy time, because the startup visa you can work full time. Like, apart from your business, you can work full time. So I just needed to be able to be living and working in the UK for that 2 years.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you. Can we clap for him again? Thank you.
So basically, he had my contact. If you guys need me to send maybe like business plans for you guys to try, I can send him like some of the business plans from the past, and you guys can use it to like help yourselves to write your own business plans.
Thank you so much. I hope that anytime I come to England, you will take me to see your snail. Yeah, but honestly, on behalf of Creed, thank you so much. I only got your contact on Instagram, and you were able to honor us. We just pray that God going to open more doors in Jesus' name.
Amen.
You said something that it's going to come to pass, even though you don't know that. You said it's not Twitter. Don't worry, you two said you are going to blow it. So thank you very much. I'll give you feedback after the event. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. So just one more thing before I leave.
Okay.
If anybody wants to contact an endorsing body, it's important to read about the endorsing body and their process, because some endorsing bodies just need you to send an executive summary. So basically, just your idea, a few paragraphs about your idea. If they like it or it's something that they support, they'll tell you to send your full business plan. So I'm going to send, like, if I'm sending my stuff, I'll send what an executive summary looks like as well. So you guys can know and it can help you people.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.